So on a recent haul I got this nice, well, dirty. It's got like bug residue and hairs and stuff, all kinds of stuff going on with it. And I think the AV doesn't work, but I'll get that working. A Jungle Green N64, which is pretty nice. And the best part about it is it came with the green matching controller, but sadly someone chopped off the bit, the controller port, so I'm going to replace it. Blah. Okay, we're going to start with just taking it apart. I do have my soldering iron on because we are going to need one to put that in, remove it, and put it back. So there's two little ones up here in the memory port. It's a bit of a deep hole, so having a magnetic tipped screwdriver helps a lot. There is 3 on this side, 3 Phillips on that side, 1 in the middle, and of course the 2 that we just mentioned. And they all Phillips, and they're pretty easy to get out. And I'm going to end up washing those screws later because they're dirty. We're just going to pop it off from the back. There are 3 screws connecting the joystick. It's just easier to take it all off than undoing the ribbon cable. Remove the triggers so we don't lose them. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty dirty. There's debris and random stuff still in it. So unwire the cord from the little pegs and pop it out. We're going to end up detail cleaning the actual controller, but we're going to put this aside because this is what we need. To remove the cord, we're going to have to unsolder these 3 points. 1, 2, 3. There's all kinds of different ways to remove solder, but I'm going to use this. It's my solder sucker thing. And I'll show you. It's kind of wild. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know how well you can see how much it's removed just from that. You'll want to tug on the cord a little bit while you're soldering to pop it out. Okay, there we go. You should be able to see through those holes you just made too. Never hurts to clean anything either. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more solder to each one of these spots. I'm not using any flux or anything. Oops, I didn't want to see that. Too much. Haha, 2 more circles. So now we're going to stick the metal pins through the corresponding holes. We're going to do it by hand to make sure we don't like do with that and break it or bend him. Also, because I forgot to mention, this is us installing the new piece. Now that the pins are completely in, we're going to make sure that they're exposed on our side so they're not bent or anything. And then add more solder to the top of them so they stay there. We're going to solder each one of them individually, making sure that each pin, the little pokey part, is completely covered by the solder, but not connected to the other solder from the other pin. You don't want them to connect. Woohoo! Now that everything has been cleaned and disinfected, the controller itself has been drying, but I'm going to use these little Q-tips to get some of the little water out. I like to get into the screw holes because they get pretty nasty sometimes. I already put the buttons and the membranes in place. Now we're going to put on the board, and which is super easy. Make sure the joystick fits in the hole correctly, and we'll test that later on the other side, and make sure the pegs match up with the holes. Let's stick this in. Make sure this is flush. I use my thumb to hold the joystick in place while I screw it in. Next, we're going to place our controller cord. So to start, we're going to go run the cord on the left side of our little plug-in, in between those two little green pegs, and then again between the ribbon cable of the trigger and then the screw hole on the right of the cord. So once we get there, we're going to take a sharp right with it, and the whole time we want to keep using our thumb to push down on the cord, and you can do it all the way through while you're running it through. And then there's going to be a tall peg and then a short peg. We're going to go in between them with the cord. Give yourself a little bit more space for this next part, because this is going to be the most difficult part. So we push down one more time to kind of create that loop for it to go out of the controller's cord hole, whatever that's called. Like I said before, this is the most annoying part, so if you can watch me struggle if you want. So I had to say, what I ended up having to do is kind of measuring out where I needed to place the cord for the exit part, sticking that in, and then going backwards and then resetting everything back through those pegs and in place. Membranes and triggers are in place, doing some final wiggles. So it clipped in perfect, so we're all set. Just gonna put the screws in, and then we're gonna test the bad boy out. Testing it out with my personal N64 and one of my top favorite games, probably, for any kind of cartridge system. But looks like the controller is doing good. It works great, and it feels nice and clean, which is a good benefit. Now I have to work on the actual system itself. Thank you!